Turning now to the war in Ukraine, the Biden administration sending a small number of rockets to the embattled country as part of a new $700 million package of aid and security assistance. Our Joe Khalil is joining us live now with more details. Joe?
Yeah, good morning, Adrienne. And this is news that Ukrainian leaders have been waiting weeks to hear, that this new advanced mid-range rocket system is going to be sent over as part of this package. President Biden just confirming that yesterday. This is going to allow Ukrainian fighters on the ground to hit Russian targets that are 50 miles away. And the Ukrainian commanders have said that they've needed this because, frankly, they feel they've been outgunned in the southeastern part of Ukraine recently, where the battlefield is more wide open. So this, they hope, is going to be able to close the gap between the Ukrainian capabilities and Russia's military capabilities there. With one big caveat, by the way, the president sent this weapon system over with the promise that Ukrainian leaders would not use it to fire rockets into Russia. So that is an important note there. And as you mentioned, this is part of the now $700 million aid package, just the latest one in a series of packages now. Among them, this is going to include helicopters. It's also going to include those Javelin missile systems, and it's going to include tactical vehicles as well. Now, yesterday in an op-ed that President Biden wrote in the New York Times, he again elaborated why he feels it's so important for the U.S. to stand behind Ukraine. And he said here, in part, standing by Ukraine in its hour of need is not just the right thing to do, it's in our vital national interests. He continued to say if Russia does not pay a heavy price for its actions, it'll send a message to other would-be aggressors that they, too, can seize territory and subjugate other countries. And he went on to say that if Russia has no consequences for its action, it is a threat to democracies everywhere. I should say this new weapon system comes in time right now for Ukrainian leaders who have been desperately asking for it because they've been suffering from a series of losses on the battlefield in the southeastern part of Ukraine, something that, we haven't seen in the beginning part of this war, but the momentum seems to be heading in the Russian direction, at least in that region, Adrienne.
Joe, I have to ask you, first it was the Wall Street Journal on Monday. On Tuesday, the New York Times. Is President Biden expected to write a new op-ed every day this week? You're in Washington. What are you hearing?
I don't know, but, it is one way that the president can sort of communicate directly without doing, press conferences or without having to go through his press secretary. So I don't know. We'll see. But usually those presidential op-eds are reserved for really important issues. And obviously the economy, the war in Ukraine, two things that the White House has been focused on. So I guess not surprising, but I don't know. We'll see if more op-eds are to come.
It's just interesting. I can't remember in recent history a president writing two op-eds back-to-back the same week. But again, we are in very unprecedented times. Joe Khalil, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.